Man. Oh. I have my heating blanket heating, and I have Loki cuddled on his bed right next to me. You can kind of see him. We're doing a cozy stream where I am in a comfy chair with a heated blanket and pajamas. I figured we could play some Jackbox when we get some more viewers. Hey, Joseph the Fifth. Hello, hello. How are you? Can you hear me okay? Should I turn my mic up? It says it's like in the yellow, so I think it's it's kind of quiet. Turn up the volume? Okay, I'm gonna turn up my mic volume so it's a little bit better. Da 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 da. Alright, that's good. Alright, cool. Hey Chloe, how you doing? How you doing? I'm so lazy. I moved a armchair in here so I can sit in a nice comfy armchair while I stream. Hey Fidelio, early today. Yeah. So today I am on day 7 after COVID. Like Thursday I had started symptoms and I'm feeling a lot better. But it was pretty rough. I'll admit it was like the flu. The flu is not fun and this was not fun. I see pre-built. Jefferson, stop simping. I see you. Where's Jefferson? I haven't even seen Jefferson. Jefferson's not in here yet. Where is he? I'm glad, Chloe. I got the Rona. I didn't do a test, but I came in contact with it, and then I've been really sick, so it pretty much just has to be. Hello, Stoffheimel. How you doing? Hello, Jefferson. I see Jefferson finally. Jefferson is streaming. Oh, okay. I just saw pre-build say Jefferson stop simping. I see you, and I was like, what? Or was okay. Whew, man, you guys. I don't know how many of you guys have had coronavirus so far. It probably was the new strain that I got. But I'm vaccinated, and it was not fun. It had me down and out for several days. My mom has it. So my mom has it, and she said it felt like she was swallowing glass, and I was like, oh, dude, I know what you mean. And because my throat was bad, every swallow was pretty excruciating. And so my mom went to the doctor and finally decided just to go to the ER because she has pneumonia in both her lungs too. So, which pneumonia happens when you get sick and you get congestion and it goes to your lungs and you can't cough it up because your throat hurts too bad. That's a common thing. Your mom passed away yesterday, Stoffheimel? I'm sorry. Did you know that it was going to happen, or was it random? Was it an eggplant? So there's that, yeah. You have COVID, Chloe? I feel you. It'll get better. You'll get through it. Hang in there. Hang tight. Get you some throat numbing spray. 10 out of 10 recommend throat numbing spray. It makes you want to gag and throw up when you spray it on your throat, but it will save your life. Vaccine doesn't work. Yeah, Skytex. So the funny thing is, people that I know recently that have gotten COVID that are unvaccinated seem to say it is just a cold. And then the people who are vaccinated are the ones that are like, oh, it's like the flu. It's really bad. And I don't understand why that is. it's probably just coincidence, but you know, like there's some conspiracy theories out there. Yeah, I know that's why I asked. I lost my dad, and it ripped a huge chunk of my heart. I'm so sorry, Joseph. That's really rough. I can't even imagine. I've not lost, a parent or even a close grandparent yet, and so I have a hard time. Chloroseptic is great if you use a lot of it. Your butthole goes numb when you poop. Jefferson, I'm really gullible, but I'm not that gullible. Hello, Toru Adachi. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for saying hello. Appreciate you. She lost her war with lung cancer. I thought she was going to have a few more days. That sucks, Stoffheimel. I mean, at least it wasn't a surprise. I'm not sure if that's better or worse, to be honest. I don't know if there can be any consolation, you know. But I'm sorry you're going through that, and I hope you find peace with it. Too much pokes is not good. It's like alcohol. Pokes? What you talking about, Fidelio? Chat seems kind of politicking and spicy tonight, so it's a bad idea to talk anyway. That's okay, Adachi. I am very into talking about alternative viewpoints. That is like my main sitch. I like being the devil's advocate. So if one person says one thing, I'll be like, oh, well, what about this? On the completely opposite end of the spectrum, and it might not be what I believe in. I talk about things and I talk about points that I don't even believe in all the time. I love to argue. At least she's not suffering anymore. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's probably the only consolation, is that she's not suffering anymore. So, and I know lung cancer can be really rough, so numb when I do that. Wait, Jefferson is not supposed to be numb when I poop. Sorry about anything too, PDH. What? Again, Infidelio talking about pokes. I'm sus. Hey, Bob Dole. Yeah, I'm feeling a little better. My throat doesn't feel like I'm swallowing glass, so that's good. My nasal passages don't really burn anymore. So when I get sick, my nasal passages burn. Like when you drink soda too fast and like it burns here. That's what I feel constantly when I'm sick. So that's gone. Now it's just a little bit of like congestion and coughing. Coughing keeps me up at night. That's the worst right now. I kind of wish I checked out Chloroseptic when I ate that Carolina Reaper. Oh man. Yeah, well, I mean, it would have only saved you the heat in your mouth, I guess, but I don't know. You could always finish Quiet Man. To sleep on stream. Oh my god, no, we're not playing. Okay, so we're not playing Quiet Man today. No, I am too tired and like dizzy and just blah. We're not doing it. That game is terrible. Hello, Nicholas George. How you doing? You must be in top health to handle Quiet Man. Exactly, Jefferson. The worst has passed, PDH. Yes, Fidelio. Yep, Loki's here. Loki is here. He does not have dog cancer. For anybody that was wondering, he does not have osteosarcoma, so that's really good. 1 in 2 shepherds dies of osteosarcoma, and Loki doesn't have it. That's like defying the odds, considering he looked like he had it. Title, for fuck's sake, right? I'm baby, hold me. You shouldn't swallow glass, Pillsbury. Hope you feel better. Thanks, Pop Dole. Yeah, I know. That was bad of me. Mild sniffles, so I'm happy. Right, Skytex? Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah, I probably got it from Cam and Timey Gemescu, but also my roommate had it. So, she had it, and then I stayed away and let her do her, uh, I let her do her quarantine, alone at my house. And then I came back later, so I don't think I got it from her, but it's still possible. I don't know how long it lasts on surfaces, so. He is a handsome, healthy boy, Joseph the Fifth. The doctor even said that he's really young for his age, so. Which was kind of cool, because, like, I've never gotten him fixed. It's like, I don't want to chop his balls off. I feel really bad about it. So I've never done it. And I've always been told that, like, if you do, it'll, like, extend their life. And I think that's purely based on testicular cancer, because honestly, I feel like he is so young for his age, probably from all the testosterone he still has, because his balls are still intact. Loki, stop playing. Come here. Loki, in here. He's not allowed to play, though, because he started limping again. Not right now, anyway. You look very comfy, and I can tell Skelly is not helping at all. Typical Skelly. He's just back there being lazy. He never lifts a finger. He's like the worst roommate. Y'all, don't tell Cody that I got cookout, because, like, we're supposed to be on a, like, diet, and I'm just like, I needed something delicious, okay? And I got a grilled chicken sandwich, so I don't think it really counts. Anyway. Skelly's really young for his age, too. It's to booby, so you guys can see Loki better from this angle. So, it's nice. You guys get to look at Loki's little face. His little face. Derp. Derp. Hey, Holy Ozone, how you doing? How you doing, Rob, my friend? So now Loki can just have a major case of annoying Tiny. The DE stands for duh what? Made him celebrate no doggo cancer. So I tried to breed Loki before. Twice before, actually. I tried to breed him with, and I didn't do this. It was actually my ex. He wanted to have a puppy by Loki, and then he would let me have Loki, right? Which it was my dog anyway, but that's not the point. So I kept Loki intact primarily for that reason, and Loki had trouble, mounting and doing his business. He had to be, I shit you not, you guys, he had to be guided in. Okay? Fast forward several years later, that mating did not work, by the way. Loki does not have any puppies. We tried to mate him with Colton, Falcor's husky, and he couldn't do it. Like, she was too small, I guess, and he just couldn't get it in, so. Every American I know seems to have gotten the Coca-Cola virus this week. Y'all have a convention or something? You mean COVID? I think she means he's still active and healthy for his age. Yeah. I can see your desk. It's an L-shaped one. Yeah, it is. I got it for $50 from Amazon, and it's actually a really nice desk for $50. Like, I'm pretty proud of it. It's nice. Just hoping I can get back to work soon. Hope you get better soon. Thanks, Holy Ozone. I appreciate you. Been there, brother. Right, Richard? Get him some Flintstone vitamin gummies, right? He needs something. He needs help. Loki. I'm about to lock him in here. Because he's not supposed to be playing, because he's, like, currently limping again. He healed, he wasn't limping, and now he's limping again. So he's gonna get locked in here with us while we're streaming. Husky and Shepherd to make it interesting. I had a Husky Shepherd mix that I rescued, and she was so pretty. Like, she looked like a wolf, but she was the worst dog I've ever had. Like, she was so bad, and I am pretty decent with dogs. I could not train this dog to save my life. Like, I think she just needed intense running on a daily basis or something. I'm gonna lock Loki in here. Hold on. Loki, get in here. Lay down. Were you eating her food? You were eating her food, weren't you? That's why you were gaining weight. Yes, my booby. Why are you stepping on my blanket for, you fool? Alright. We're back. We have the Loki. He can't go anywhere. He has to hang out with us. That's the best. Anyways. Huskies are hard to have. They need constant exercise. Yeah, I think that was her problem. And she was a food stealer, like a shameless food stealer. She would eat, like, I was cooking hamburgers in a frying pan on the stove one time, and she literally jumped up there and ate, like, the frying, scalding hot hamburgers out of the pan when I turned around. Like, this dog was insane. And I remember one time I made, like, an entire gumbo pot of chicken Alfredo, and it was for, like, 8 people. I had family coming over. And I left it, like, simmering on the stove, and I went to go to the bathroom, and I heard, like, a big clang, and I come out, like, literally I was just peeing, and then I washed my hands, and then I came back out, like, max 45 seconds, and she had eaten the entire pot of chicken Alfredo, and she was just, like, laying in the middle of the floor, just, like, groaning. This dog was psycho. I remember she didn't like being left alone, so we put her in her kennel. But I did make the mistake of putting the kennel, like, on the carpet in the living room, and she ate, like, through the carpet. Like, she dragged her kennel and herself across the floor and, like, chewed up carpet. It was really terrible. Did we just get a bone crack right into the mic there? Potentially. I don't know. I mean, is it... Does that sound like anything? Did you hear that one? Did you hear my neck crack? That's savage. She was savage. Yeah, Stoffheimel, that's definitely what that dog was. She gave 0 shits. She gave 0. Absolutely no shits. She did not care about you. She did not care about your house rules. Like, she was rough. That was a good crack. Sounds like my spine. Yeah. My spine does not pop anymore. It used to, but now I have too many calcium deposits. Like, you know, fusions. Like, I can't pop my back at all anymore. Unless it's, like, front to back. But I don't have that, like, twisty motion anymore. I don't bend that way anymore. What happened to her? So, I loved this dog. I didn't care that she was psycho. In fact, she had a thing about eating my underwear. So this dog had a thing about chewing out my underwear and eating it. And we let her go to the bathroom in the front yard, which sounds crazy, but it's not, because we wanted to hang out in the backyard. So we let her go to the bathroom in the front yard so it wouldn't be, you know. So she would go in the front yard and she would relieve herself, and then it would rain. And there would just be littered pieces of my, like, chewed up, swallowed underwear all over the front yard because she would eat all of my underwear. And in fact, one time I ordered underwear from Victoria's Secret, and the package came in the mail, and I took the package and I left it on the couch because she doesn't usually mess with anything unless it's underwear. And she somehow knew that there was underwear in that package, and she chewed up my brand new Victoria's Secret underwear, and I was very upset. But I went back and forth on what to do because my ex at the time was like, if you're gonna come with me to Germany, because he was getting stationed there, he was like, if you're gonna come with me, you're not bringing that dog. And I was like, So basically, you're giving me an ultimatum. We're breaking up, or I'm like getting rid of my dog. Like, you know. Um, which ended up I broke up with him anyway, but I still went with him to Germany, so whatever. Um, so I found a home for her with a dog trainer. I actually found a dog trainer that wanted to take her and like assimilate her into his pack. Like he already had a bunch of dogs and he also had a family. So I was like, well, this is perfect. So I gave her to him and I was originally charging like an adoption fee because I didn't want her to go to someone that was going to harm her. And then when I saw him and his family come and pick her up, I was just like, no, never mind, no adoption fee. And I gave her kennel, like all of her stuff. Like, I just knew it was gonna be a good family for her. Too much milk. I know that's why it's so hard to move my right arm right now. Oh God, my dog chews up my boxers. Nash likes socks. He doesn't chew them though. He does fold them though. It's cute. What? Your dog folds socks? My roommate's sister, her dog will swallow socks whole. So like if he sees a sock, he'll like put it in his mouth and she'll go to snatch it from him and he'll just like whoop and like swallow the sock whole. And that is like the craziest thing I've ever heard of. My ex said it was her or the cats, and I wound up with the cats. Yeah, hell yeah, Jefferson. I think I really knew that she wasn't happy with me. She wasn't getting enough exercise. She didn't have enough stimulation. She was bored. And since I did find that perfect home for her, I don't regret it. I think it was the best move for that dog. Sometimes you have to do what's best for the dog, even if it like breaks your heart. Like I cried for days. Thanks, Eric Stone. She's trying to tell you something that undies are evil. Undies are evil. I agree with that now in my old age. Back then I was like, oh, cute underwear. Now I'm like, underwear? But why? Have you ever thought about visiting her again or a bad idea? Richard, well, the thing is, it was so long ago. It was 2012. Um, so first of all, she's probably dead. Because I rescued her and she was like 5 years old. Um, but also, we moved to Germany like right after, and I never went back to Fayetteville where I was living when I found that person that also lived in Fayetteville. So I'd have to go back to Fayetteville, North Carolina, and it just never really worked out that I could go visit her because it was like several years later when I came back from Germany. So, yeah, Joseph V. I have no idea how he figured out how to fold socks. Really? Stop Bible? Ate your birth certificate? Oh my god. That's like dog ate my homework type status. That's crazy. Loki has been such a good boy his entire life. He's never chewed up anything that like I didn't want him to. It's really weird. I don't know how I got so lucky, but it seems impossible. I think I remember him like leaving tooth marks on a pair of wedges one time when he was like a baby puppy and I yelled at him. But he's just such a good boy. He doesn't even chew up his toys. He loves his toys. So he also knows how to eat corn on the cob. He had to have learned that from watching us though. Your dog sounds like he is above average intelligence for sure. I don't know what that's like. Loki is probably of average intelligence, maybe. He's not the brightest crayon. But we love him. I would enjoy seeing your dog eat corn on the cob, though. I can honestly say I've never seen a dog eat corn on the cob, so that's pretty cool. I do remember I gave Mal, I gave Mal a corn cob one time, and he just ate it. So, He knows how to eat corn on the cob, but it's definitely not like a human. No, he ate the cob part. So there's that. Right, right, Jamescu? Stoffheimel's dog is a human. Now that we have that settled. You guys know how when you're sick and you drink like Diet Coke or soda or something carbonated and like it instantly cuts through that nasty mucusy feeling in your throat and it's really satisfying? Well, if you didn't, now you do. Now you know about that. Yeah, Richard, the whole cob. You did, Jamescu. I knew what you mean. But he probably did not, if I had to guess. Luckily, the chat's going slow, though, so he might have read it. Do you guys want to play Jackbox? If you do, we can play Jackbox. If you want to chat, though, we can just chat. I am up for anything. Nicholas George, you can get a pet monkey. They are legal there. More intelligent than any other pets in general. But you see, Nicholas George, the thing about it is, intelligence usually just breeds mischief. So, if I wanted something more intelligent, I'd probably have a kid, but I just don't. So, I don't know if I want to have kids. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. I'm gonna turn my blanket all the way up. It's gonna be burning hot. Now we know what kind of mic she uses. Oh, right, like I'm just displaying it. I am up for anything. Okay. I read it. He's very smart. Oh my god, your grandfather had a pet monkey. What did it do? Was it like mean or messy or what? You rather chat, you don't feel like playing, Joseph? That's fair. So check this out. My friend is blind. Like anything more than 6 inches from her eyes is a blur. So I'm gonna take her flying with me because she should be able to see through my drone. Really? That's really cool, Skytech. So even though she's like nearsighted, she'll be able to see stuff through your goggles as if she was farsighted. Dude, that's really cool. I didn't know that translated like that. I thought it was like the same thing. On your opinion, what's the latest age to have kids? I feel like I would have kids. I would still try and have like a family maybe. If I decided I wanted one and I was 37. 37 for health reasons. But I think 40 to 45 is okay for having kids as far as like how old you'll be when they're, going to high school or whatever. I think, honestly, I think the older, kind of the better. Your patience, you have greater patience and your life is more about family at that point. I think society doesn't really prioritize family at this age as it is. And so I think it just makes more sense to have kids later. It would pee on people and like to scare people too. Oh my god, that sounds kind of badass though. Like awful, but also badass. Like I would enjoy being around that monkey, but not owning it. Sort of like how I feel about children. Which coincidentally, children also pee on people and try to scare them. So I guess that makes sense. That's a great use for a drone. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I agree, Skytex. That's really awesome. 60, Richard. 60? You'd be dead before they graduated high school. If it works out right, I'm going to give her my goggles when I upgrade and I'll build a camera into them so she can see anytime she wears them. That is super cool. That is a great idea. I don't know why that hasn't like been done already. Is that a thing? That people regularly utilize those goggles for. It would also throw its poop and slam itself against its cage. Oh my god. What a monster. I feel like if I was an animal, I would probably act like that just because I would have zero inhibition. If I had no inhibition, I would probably throw my poop and like slam my head against the wall a lot. Time for a PDH stream. Hello. Hello, Big Mike. How are you? How are you doing? Those Snapchats the other night, though, in the group, those Snapchats were funny. I don't know, I've never seen it done before. Well, they're missing out on a huge, like, potential utility for that. Like, the eyeglass doctor community, I don't know. Whoever those people are, the people in charge of eyesight, tell them about it. They need to, what's the word? Patent, like, special eyeglasses that are just screens. Going after the duck bird things is the funniest thing I've done all week. It legit made me want to watch The Lion King. Like when they chase after the birds and the birds end up sitting on the backs of the rhinos, which is actually a really funny story because that is a real life thing that happens, like in that biome. Like, so those birds actually do run to rhinos for protection, and they also typically ride their backs and then they eat their scraps. Like, all their scraps. It's kind of like those fishes that swim around on the side of sharks. That legitimately happens. Given how nearsighted I am, it should work, Skytex. I can watch this stream without my glasses at close range. That's super cool. You should, Skytex. You definitely should. I mean, it's probably already patented. That's the weird thing about stuff is, actually, I lost my train of thought. Most things are already patented. It's just that people own the rights and they don't want to sell their patent, so things don't typically get made. So there's like patents out there for shit we could really use, but like nobody's allowed to make it. But I've known her for like a decade. It never clicked in my head. Ah, dude, that's weird. I mean, like, who would think about that, though, to be honest? Oh, Cody said you should have played RE2 Remake on stream. And I'm saying too late. Maybe I'll do that next stream. Oh, alright. My nose is getting stuffier. Why? Why is this happening? It's like at night, everything just gets worse. Too late time for a chill stream. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now. I'm like, I got my Diet Coke. I got my warm blanket. I got my Loki over there sleeping by the door because he's mad I locked him in here. We got everything we need. We don't need RE2. Hey, Even Glare, how you doing? How you doing, my friend? I got to thinking about it when talking to Hannah about sticking my goggles in a furry head and using cameras for eyes. Yeah. Well, I think they do that. I think they do that. Well, no, wouldn't they get motion sickness? My dog loves to burrow under a blanket and just poke her nose out. Loki does not like being under blankets. Like, even just a little bit. He's never liked it. I always tried to bundle him up as a puppy and he hated it. I'm still alive. That's about as much as I can say about how I'm doing. I understand. I understand so much. So this morning was especially hard. I woke up and I was like, wow, I wish I wasn't awake. And that was pretty much the extent of it, but honestly, that is such a mood. Why am I awake right now? Why am I alive right now? I was sick for the beginning of the new year. I still have a little cough. Yeah, so everybody that I've talked to that's been getting sick, like apparently the sickness is lasting a while. So if we all have the same thing, assuming we all have COVID, assuming we all have like the Omicron strain, be prepared for it to last like several weeks. I feel like I'm probably not going to be all the way better until like 2 weeks have passed. Even if it's just like an energy level thing, like low on energy. Speaking of, if you guys have never been to a cookout, highly recommend. I meant to talk to Big Mike when he was here about cookout, but I forgot about it. Big Mike, have you ever been to a cookout? If not, next time you come and visit, we need to go. Also, we should drive together on the way to Gatlinburg, like in a convoy, like me, you, and Ballard, so that way we can go to Buc-ee's. I don't know if you've ever been to Buc-ee's, but Buc-ee's is also amazing. I just hope everyone is better by February. Yeah, I'm sure they will be. And if not, I'm like, hey, everybody just come anyway. Bring your sickness. It's fine. Big Mike isn't allowed to barbecue. Why isn't Big Mike allowed to barbecue? What did he do? Did he do something bad? I feel like there's a story here, and I feel like I really want to hear it. Oh. I always look like fat when I'm like covered up, except for like my arm, because my arm looks fat because it's so muscular. Oh, actually, I've been making some gains in the gym, and now I can do bicep like curls with 25s, like working weight. Like before, I was doing 20 and I was struggling. Now I can bicep curl 25s, like do hammer curls with 25s and do all the set. Like 12 reps. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Also, the 25s in the gym just look way bigger, so I look like an absolute monster. We have Buc-ee's in Florida, and no, I've never been to a proper cookout. Well, Big Mike, like I said, we're gonna go. Because they have, like, all manner of food that's delicious. Like cheese curds. Fried cheese curds. It's like cheese sticks, but better. You set the grass on fire? Oh my god. How did you do that? Grass is wet. That takes, like, that's a huge feat, actually. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a restaurant called Cookout. See? See? It's actually, its origins are very close to my hometown. Cheese curds are the shit, right, Big Mike? And you can get them as a side. Like, you get a platter, and, like, your sides consist of things like corn dogs and quesadillas. So, I don't know in what world those are side items, but they are at Cookout, so. So, Buc-ee's is actually from Texas, and Buc-ee's is everywhere now, except for the north. So, if you can go anywhere in the south, you can probably find a Buc-ee's. Skytex knows all about Buc-ee's. We made him stop there, didn't we, Skytex? Well, no, you knew about Buc-ee's before we made you stop there, like, or before we told you about it. I think because you're from Texas, right? The grill did it. Okay, all right. The best thing about having two phones is so I can like and support you at the same time as Cody since you're both streaming right now. Thank you, Furfan. Furfan for the win, doing his most, doing the best he can. Grass is not always wet. I guess that's true. That's why like fires start. I made it enough tonight for my new videography drone for Tennessee, but now I want to buy a bigger one. Do it. I'm like the worst person for things like that because I'm always like, do it. Just do it. Hey, Chad Amsler, how you doing? How you doing, my friend? Been a cookout in a long time. Jamescu, you need to go too. Is anyone else having trouble hearing pills? Are you having trouble hearing me? My mic is kind of far away from my mouth since I'm lounging, but I see on the scale level that I am generally in the yellow and hitting the red at times. Your cold sounds just like Cody's. Well, we both have COVID, I'm pretty sure. 20 miles from my house. Dude, Skytex, I am so jealous. Like, if I want Buc-ee's, I gotta drive like an hour and a half. I want to go I want one of their, like, sliced prime rib sandwiches so bad. Do it. Share it in the, Discord so I can see it. Hey, I already moose. Oh, yeah, no. I'm not naked. I'm not naked, I swear. But this is a heated blanket, and it is, like, 10 out of 10 would recommend. Heated blankets are so nice. I just want to be the blanket. I want to be one with the blanket. That's what you said? I didn't even notice you said that, Joseph Smith. Thanks, for a fan. All the way in New York. Yeah, that is a long way. I feel like we should it would be fun to do a meetup, like, somewhere completely out of the ordinary. Like, I've not been anywhere, like, northeast, really. I've been to Maine a couple times, but not for sightseeing. It was for family, so I didn't get to see much. It'd be cool to go to, like, Boston, Massachusetts, or something cool like that. Ruin the illusion your hair was covering the bits of your top. Oh, yeah, yeah. Doesn't help that the top is almost skin colored. Cuddly blanket. Oh, it is. It is. It is heated. I've always wanted a heated blanket, and I went with my mom Black Friday shopping when I went to visit her for Thanksgiving, and we walked in and I saw, like, a whole display full of heated blankets, and I was like, no way. I was like, how much are these? And they were like $20, and you can never find heated blankets for less than like $35. And I'm like, I'm not spending $35 on a blanket. Excuse me. So when I saw them for $20, I was like, all right, that's doable. And I got it, and it was excellent. Two weeks paid vacation. You do not want to get COVID. You don't want to. Trust me. It's not fun. It's like the flu. Like, I don't know if you ever had the flu, but the flu is not worth the sick leave. Because you just want to die the entire time. So you might as well be at work where you also want to die. Name's John, by the way. All right. All right, John. I vote for Boston. I like that city. I've never been to Boston, but I've always wanted to go. Or we could go to Salem, Massachusetts for Halloween. I bet they do some Halloween shit there. They have to. Surely they do. Yeah, I feel that, Nicholas George, because I barely have enough leave for this next meetup. I'm gonna float MLK Day, which means I'm gonna work on MLK Day, and then I'm going to, like, use that holiday on a different day. And even then, I'm still down one PTO day. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm either gonna bring my laptop or I'm gonna try and work a lot the week before to get some extra hours in. COVID is way better than working your job in support. Careful what you wish for, I already moose. Witchy bitches, right? There's this song. Okay, do you guys know Deftones, right? Well, Deftones, the lead singer, he has like several other projects he kind of works with. Like one is called Palms, and then another band is called Crosses. And Crosses has this one song called Bitches Brew, and it's really good. It's very witchy, very like Halloweeny. I highly recommend listening to it, trying it out. Actually, all of Crosses. You should just listen to all of Crosses. I would argue that in some respects it's even better than Deftones. So, Connecticut is cool. Salem is great in October. Birthday in Salem. Wait, your birthday is on Halloween? Did I forget that or did I know that? You were born in Connecticut. What is in Connecticut? Okay, so like landmark wise, attraction wise, what is in Connecticut? I think I have gone full thorough years of my life without thinking about the state of Connecticut. Did you, Nicholas George? I'm freaking jealous. I've talked about it a bunch of times, but I've always wanted to see Deftones live, and I've just like never gotten the chance to. Hey Rose, how you doing? It's okay. We're just having a really chill stream, relaxing. I got a cozy chair and a heated blanket. Run. Karis. Hello, hello. Karis says, hey all, how's it going? We are doing good. We are relaxing, having a nice cozy time. I wish there was a fire in here. That'd be great. That's the only thing this is missing. I may work an evening up there if it isn't icy, just to see if the tourists tip well. Birthday is on Halloween as well. Your birthday's on Halloween, Rose? Richard, it's close to New York. That's the only thing about Connecticut. The hairdryer and phones people were in Connecticut. That's the only thing in Connecticut? There has to be something cooler about Connecticut than that. I guess I did Joseph V. I'm sorry. Birthday and Halloween is so kick-ass. Like, imagine every birthday party, you just have a costume party. Fur fans in Connecticut. All right. John's in Connecticut. It's looking a little better. Thank you, Karis. Thank you again for your 20 bones, my friend. I appreciate you. It's overpriced. Connecticut's overpriced? Man, you guys are not making me want to ever visit Connecticut, like, in my whole life. You make me just want to never go there. Except to see John. The end. Kid is Rona vaccination. Well, I'll tell you, Rose, it's pointless. I had the Rona vaccination and I got the Rona and it was awful. Rose shares your birthday. You guys are Halloween pals. Yeah, so of the options of having Halloween or Christmas for a birthday, I think Halloween is definitely the better option. Chloe got the short end of the stick. Haunted cemeteries in Connecticut. I mean, yeah, I'm all about haunted stuff, so. Never got a party. I have too many siblings. That's lame as hell, Rose. We need to wait, yeah, that's right. Oh my god, that's right. Yes, Rose, you were talking about your birthday in Orlando next year. And you were talking about we could totally go to Harry Potter World for Halloween. We could throw a costume party. Oh my god, we need to throw a costume party. I'm so excited. Can we please do that? Big Mike, you're in charge of this, right? Can we please throw a costume party? South is where it's at. I mean, the South is where it's at for living, I think. Minnesotan. Mall of America is here. Oh, I remember you talking about that on Cody's stream, Nicholas George. HQ's in Connecticut, so one of the biggest helicopter manufacturers, Sikorsky. So we have subway and helicopters and haunted cemeteries. I honestly say that that is the most eclectic group of things. Very, very eclectic. If you were here, you'd be the coolest thing in Connecticut. Oh. Gillette Castle is in Connecticut. Gillette Castle. My birthday is right after Christmas, just by a couple weeks. You just turned 24. Congratulations. There's really nothing good about turning any age beyond 21. I was talking about that the other day because someone was like, yeah, it's going to be 18 degrees. I'm like, anything below 32 is just colder for the sake of colder. It doesn't feel any different. And I was like, wait, that's kind of like when you age beyond 21. There's no reason for it. It's just older for the sake of older. Heck yes, Big Mike. Yes, we gotta do it big. I'm thinking we need to do a costume party or wear costumes out to bars or do something with costumes. Can you tell I like dressing up? Great trails. I do like to hike, actually. Helena keeps forgetting we're not going to Vegas. Two casinos. Oh. No. I keep yawning. Help. Help me. I'm melting. In my opinion, all holidays and special events should be held naked for security purposes. Okay, I already moose. I mean, I do enjoy being nude. If I could have my birthday nude, I don't know if I would complain or not. Did you post Nash? Karaoke one of these darn trips. I agree, Skytags. I do like karaoke. Tiny has mentioned that before. Tiny's mentioned what? I'm gonna check the Discord in case we got a picture. Oh my god, he is cute. You guys, this is Nash. This is Nash. He looks like he's like a hound of some kind. He's very cute. Stoff says he's 40 pounds of brain and brawn. Birthday Spanx. The only birthday Spanx I get are the Spanx I wear to keep my tummy tucked in. Just wondering, how's Halloween is better? Someone explain. I love Christmas because of Christmas Elf. Well, in my opinion, it's because you don't typically get presents in October. So you do get presents in October if your birthday is on Halloween. And Christmas, you always get presents anyway. So they have to buy you presents regardless. Also, I think a Halloween party would be more fun for a birthday situation than a Christmas party, because for Christmas, all people are more interested in being with their family. Whereas on Halloween, people are more apt to come to like a fun Halloween party. Walking around rooms naked. Oh, yeah. I do. I do that. I do enjoy being naked whenever I can. I only wear clothing when it's socially required. Exactly, Skytex. Exactly. Built like a linebacker. He does look like he's pretty buff. Like, he looks pretty muscular. He looks like he could run you over. I would love to do a Halloween party in Orlando. Well, if it's my party, I'm making the list, Richard. Oh, God. Oh, God. Joseph V is trying to take over your birthday, Rose. I need to stop yawning. I just need to stop yawning. It's only an hour in, you guys. And my eyes are watering. And I chewed the skin off my lip and now it's bleeding. Why'd you guys let me do that? You guys just watched me chew the skin on my lip and you didn't even say anything. That's rude. Imagine having a party thrown in your honor and not being invited. That's like that time. Okay, so for my 16th birthday, for 16th birthdays in my family, we typically do this thing where you have a money tree and people put money on your money tree and they don't do gifts. And that's so that you can pay your car insurance ahead of time. So that, you know, it takes some of the burden off of your parents, especially my mom. We didn't have a lot of money. So, my mom was trying to get as many people to come to my 16th birthday party as she could, so she threw in oyster roast. But I didn't like oysters when I was 16. In fact, I hated oysters, and I hated the smell of them, and I didn't even like being outside. I was not an outdoorsy person back then. So it was like an entirely outdoor birthday party, eating oysters, and I didn't like any of those things. So it was like someone threw a party for me, but then didn't throw it like for me, you know? Hey, Destroyer 13, how you doing? Was too busy thinking of party. Oysters are living snot. I agree. I like them now. I mean, I eat my own boogers, so why should I not eat the ocean's boogers, right? But no, really, oysters are delicious. I prefer them steamed. I don't really like eating them raw. But yeah, no, when I was younger, no go. You can't get past the texture. That's totally fair. Because, you know, Joseph V is absolutely right. They are pretty much snot. Wait, no, Rose said that. Yeah. They're literally snot, is what they are. Destroyer 13. Welcome to the game. So, everybody does this thing lately where they're like, I'm sick, but I'm sure it's just a cold. And then it gets worse. So be sure it's a cold, because it might not be. You might have COVID and you might find yourself like in bed, unable to move for a day. So heads up, my friend. It's been going around. It's very contagious. Never have had oysters or clams. You haven't, Jamascu? So the thing is, if you've never had oysters or clams and then you go to eat them, you're probably not going to like them. It's one of those things. Clams. Now, clams, I feel like you will like clams no matter what if you do clam fritters or clam strips. Like, I don't know how anybody couldn't like that. It's like fried deliciousness. But, I don't know, man. Trying oysters for the first time as an adult, I can't see that going well. Probably, Rose. Everybody has it now. Mental condition. I was sick yesterday and better today than I was yesterday. That's what you think, Destroyer 13. But that's what happened to me. I was sick. Like I felt some symptoms on Wednesday, and then Thursday I was like, yeah, I'm kind of sick. And then Friday was fine until 3 p.m. 3 p.m. hit, and I was like, bam, in bed, dead. So just be careful, my friend. I've done oysters a few times. I dig them. Nice, Big Mike. Yeah, you live in Florida. It'd be kind of weird if you hadn't. Do you eat prawns? I do. So I like crawfish. I especially like crawfish sushi. Um, and I really like crawfish etouffee. I don't like eating them. Like I don't understand the point of eating them. Like when they do like a crawfish broil or something. I don't get eating them like that. I like when they're already pulled, like the meat's already pulled out of the shells and stuff, and then you like make stuff with it. Oysters are good in stuffing. I have never thought to do that, Nicholas George, but that sounds like a really genius idea. My uncle puts sausage in his, and it's really good, but I feel like oysters would be delicious. I made food sound like drugs. Done oysters a few times. I didn't even notice that. That's hilarious. I've done oysters a few times. I think, but not like a shell of clams. You know what? I don't even know if I've had just straight clams, to be honest. And that's funny because I've been clamming so many times in my life. I've definitely had scallops, which I imagine are similar. Jollof rice uses crawfish and it's great. Yeah, that sounds great. You'll just have to come and spend I'm sorry, I'm coughing on you, Loki. Just filmed Christmas Day here 1 year, spent on the beach eating fresh seafood. That sounds amazing. Yeah, so like I got really spoiled living in my hometown the way I did because we always had like access to like fresh seafood, including fish that you get like deep sea fishing, so like mahi and stuff like that. And so I never get to eat that food anymore living in like northern Alabama, and it's really sad because I love it. I love seafood. Your natural immunity should be top notch, right, Skytex? I can't. This is what happens at night. I start coughing and my eyes start watering, and I can't sleep. It just is what happens. It sucks. And my sniffling gets worse. Scallops and clams are very different textures. I imagine, yeah. Like like clams are probably less tender than scallops. Like more textured and chewy. Would probably just get candy. Maybe, Chloe. That'd be probably not a very great gift on Halloween. It's the only thing I miss about my ex is the fresh tuna he brought home every year. Oh my god, yeah. Tuna steaks are really good. My wife makes the best seafood Alfredo with scallops and shrimp. Dude, so there's this thing you can do if you like seafood Alfredo, and you can make it a Cajun seafood Alfredo. And you just like do that by when you go to make the Alfredo sauce, you start out like making a roux and then adding like Cajun spices and stuff, and then adding in your cream and everything. It's a very similar process as to how they make a lot of Cajun sauces. Actually, it's quite similar. So you should try that because with seafood, like Cajun flavoring is just they go hand in hand. More milk. I know, I should drink some more milk. That sounds really good right now. Actually, I should get some like apple cider or something. See y'all next stream. Now I'm craving barbecue. Fair, fair. Yellowfin for the win. Oh my god, dude. I want like fresh seafood. I want Dude, you know what I want? I want to find a place in Huntsville that actually sells like sushi grade seafood. Like if I could find that, that'd be so great. Cuz imagine just like having in your fridge like sushi rice and like sliced tuna and salmon, and you could just have like sushi every single day. Every day for every meal. I'd be so fine with that. I'd get so skinny. Ginger Ninja from the preschool. All right, Rose, good luck. Have fun. Momoa is now single, Jesse, just letting you know. He's what? Jason Momoa broke up with his wife? They've been together forever. They've been together for so long. What happened? That's really bizarre, actually. Drink Sprite and orange juice when you're sick. That's what I drank when I was sick ever since I was young. That actually sounds pretty good. I've never thought about that. It kind of sounds like a mimosa without the alcohol, though. Maybe I should just drink mimosas, Nicholas George. Do you think mimosas would count? Word on the street is you can get fresh crabs from Cody. Probably. We've heard his Tinder stories. They broke up. Dude, I gotta read all about that. I'm not really into like celebrity gossip or celebrity news really, but there's a few celebrities who are actually really interesting people, like, that I just kind of enjoyed keeping up with. It's like I want to be friends with them, but I can't because they're famous, so I just pretend to be and stay in the loop. Clam chowder is good, Chloe. Pho in Huntsville. It was spaghetti noodles and teriyaki. Jacqueline. What? Where did you get that from, Jefferson? There's actually really good pho in Huntsville. So you went to the worst place. Too much moisture from being Aquaman. He was too moist. Honey apple cider vinegar and turmeric and ginger will help you. That I believe. Yeah, I do believe that. Jabescu. Alright, Rose. Deal. Double up on zinc, vitamin D, and vitamin C. I've always heard the vitamin C thing was a myth. You can only be related to celebrities, not make friends. Yeah. I guess that makes sense because they'd be like wondering why you're friends with them if there's ulterior motives. You know what I mean? Imagine how lonely it is being a celebrity because, like, you'd think you'd have all the friends in the world to choose from, but the fact of the matter is 90% of them have bad intentions for you and they don't care about you as a person. It's just like what they can get from you. And that's kind of sad. And even if they're not like that, you're going to always wonder if they're like that. So it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter if they are or they're not. Same thing with rich people. That is true too. Yeah, definitely true. It's kind of sad. Most celebs are the worst, so screw them. Yeah, that's why I don't really care for celebrity gossip and stuff like that. And that's why there's only like a few celebrities I even care to hear about. But yeah. Rose did send me that thing. Cool, cool. Oof. Man. I heard there was a lost little man out there in the crowd, and I just want to say thank you for being in the stream. That's why celebrities match with celebrities and rich match with rich. Yeah, because it's like they can't possibly be in it for the fame, right? But wrong, they can. It can be for clout, you know? Like people, I'm like pretty sure that a lot of couples in Hollywood just date for clout. Like they have contracts or something. You love Lady Gaga? Lady Gaga's pretty cool. She's pretty unique as a person. Ballsy, if you will. I like Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish gives zero shits. Like, she doesn't care. In fact, she tries to be off-putting, like, on purpose, like, repulsive, and I think it's kind of funny. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen any of her TikToks, but she'll do things like just be eating a piece of bread, like, really disgustingly, just, like, shoving it in her mouth, and she's like, all right, who wants to eat me out? And that's the TikTok. That's the whole thing. And it's just really funny. Like, she doesn't care. But musicians, that's fair. Nicholas George. I think, like, it's easier to respect, like, people that are, like, musicians, like, a measurable talent than it is. So, like, acting is hard. I don't know if you can really measure how good or bad of an actor someone is, because it depends a lot on the role that they're in, you know, and the emotional scope they're given within their character and their scenes. And I mean, some actors are obviously better than others, but how do you really measure? But musicians, I mean, that's kind of another ball game. Like, they can really be impressive. Bennifer was in a marketing stunt. I don't know. Yes. Yeah, at the time, that makes a lot of sense, actually. You heard you can't call it a 69 anymore, right? What? You can't call what a 69 anymore? Oh. Why? You like Billie Eilish, too? Cool, Chloe. They most definitely date for clout and attention. They want all eyes on them. They tend to be addicted to attention. Yeah, well, I mean, to be honest, like, if you're gonna be a celebrity, I feel like if you aren't, like, a huge attention seeker and you don't have that motivation, how could you possibly work the long hours that they work and put in so much of your, like, spirit and person into everything that you're doing if you didn't want that attention? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you have to have that motivation or else you're just not going to be able to get through with it. That's my opinion anyway. It's 96 now. The cost of eating out has went up so much. Oh my god, Sky Tags. That's hilarious. That's a great dad joke. Actually, that's like a nasty dad joke. And I feel like it's one of those jokes that I know my dad would laugh at really hard, but I can't be the one to tell him that joke. I'm, I'm gonna like tell it to my brother and tell my brother to tell my dad, and then that's how that will go. Musicians are C tier celebs. Some barely make enough money to survive, are boring as dirt. C tiers barely make enough money. That's because musicians aren't like celebrated the way they used to be. Like, you don't even have to have musicians anymore because everything can be synthetic. Like, synthetic music has come so far that it sounds so real. And I'm not saying that because I think that musicians are obsolete. I'm saying that's why society doesn't appreciate them. I mean, like, I think that is an entire art form that is being bastardized, and it's kind of sad. And it takes away from, like, some of our humanity in a way. But it's kind of just the truth. I assume that all celebs are Gwyneth Paltrow when you get to know them. Just absolutely insane. So, you know what's really funny? Do you remember that whole thing about people saying if you follow celebs, you're, like, stupid? Because Gwyneth Paltrow had that thing where she talked about using alkaline water in the morning and adding lemon. And that's what she drank in the morning. Well, the thing is, if you were to add lemon to regular water, the pH would be acidic. But if you add lemon to alkaline water, the pH is normal water pH at that point, but you still get the lemon flavor. So there's actually good reason for that. So like, okay, so if you are sensitive to acidity, which I am, I'm pretty sure that's why I have a lot of like urinary tract problems. I'm sensitive to acidity. You would want to add, if you want lemon water, but you want it to fall within the realm that it should, for health reasons and also for teeth erosion reasons, you would use alkaline water to add lemon to, even though at that point you're changing the acidity and it's no longer alkaline. It's still not acidic yet. So, see what I mean? There was a reason behind it. It all makes sense. It's just that people didn't know why she did that and they just did it blindly to follow her. Oh my god, yeah. I do want to smell her candle though, and that's not because I'm gross and I want to smell her vagina, but I'm just curious what other people think vaginas smell like, you know? Like, what is she, because you know the candle is made like what she thinks her vagina smells like, right? I mean, like, that has to be what it is. Like, I just don't know. Like, what does a vagina definitively smell like? I mean, I have one, but I don't know. I couldn't tell you what it smells like. I only know the name of and not the face. I don't care to look them up or anything. See, the thing is, I don't ever remember names of celebrities, so I'm stuck, like, I don't remember the names of anything. So, like, I'll be trying to remember the names of movies that this face that I'm seeing in my head is. I'm trying to remember the movie name. I'm trying to remember their name. I'm trying to remember, like, anything just to, like, convey. It just got really cold right here all of a sudden, you guys. Like, there's no air in this room. Like, there's no vents. It's kind of like a closet, actually. This room's, like, literally, like, 5 feet by, like, 8 feet. But I just felt like there's, like, cold air right here, and it feels really weird, like, all of a sudden. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. The acidity of water is inconsequential unless it's very acidic water or you consume gallons of it for the effects of your body's pH. Well, yeah, Skytex, unless you add lemon. So you can change water's pH to almost a 3 just by adding lemon juice. Because lemon juice is so acidic. It's not just a vagina, it's hers. Damn spinal problems, right? Tuna scented candle. Oh, gross. Can't sniff your own vagina. I mean, I can. I can, but like, I don't really know. Like, it smells different all the time. You know what I mean? Like, females know. Females know what I mean. Your vagina smells different all the time. You got ghosts? I think I do have ghosts, you guys. Gwyneth Paltrow's dead career is haunting you. Unusual happened recently? Not really. Sometimes I get an eerie feeling, but I don't know if anybody died in this house though. Actually, I know that the husband of the woman who owned this house died like shortly after they bought it, but that was a long time ago. And this was a garage at that time, so Skelly's gonna get up. My heart would get up. If Skelly got up right now, my heart would get up and I would just die. Left ear is loving this stream. Can you still not hear out of your right earbud, Fidelio? Is it not working? Do I need to fix it again? I thought I fixed it last time. Let me see. Yeah, it's on mono. Hey, Selena Dansfield. Hello. She was murdered by Gwyneth Paltrow. What if the candle smelled like hot garbage? Oh my god, what if it did, Jefferson? Miss you too, Selena. Down mixed to mono. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what I did. Eerie feeling. You got a low level spirit. A sudden lowering of temperature is a sure sign. I mean, it was like literally like I felt like a cold chill like on my arm, and then I like put my hand out and like this whole area was really cold right here, like, which is also weird because of the lights. The lights that I have up here right now should be making me feel really really hot, but they weren't. It was just cold right here. And my computer's over there too, so my computer should be making hot air, but I don't know. I thought Cody gave you mono already. I'm also getting audio from one earbud. Really, Stoffheimer? What the heck? Let's try something else. Hold on. Is that better? Is that better? Is it better? Temperature drops when I get bronchitis. That's weird. It's a sign. Play Phasmophobia. What is Phasmophobia, Jamascu? Nice. Okay, so I did fix it. Trying to get crabs from Cody. It shouldn't be very hard, Greg Sneed. Just match with them on Tinder. Cool, cool. I fixed a problem all on my own. I'm so proud of myself. Is your drink iced? It is, but it's in a styrofoam cup. It doesn't even feel cold on the outside. Also, it's melted now. Ghost hunting game. Well, that's silly. I want to do, like, you know what would be really cool? Like, going to abandoned places and doing, like, seances. Like, going to abandoned amusement parks or abandoned hospitals and doing, like, just pulling out a Ouija board. The cold could flow up through the cap. That's true. That's true. I mean, I feel like it wouldn't have been so sudden, though, you know? Because I just felt it all of a sudden. It's, like, almost gone away now. Also, the temperature could have just lowered outside. Maybe it was a sudden drop in temperature outside. It says 42 degrees outside right now. Do. Shivers are also part of being sick, but it doesn't sound like that. No, I'm done having a fever. Man, but this, I will tell you, I'm thoroughly enjoying this heated blanket right now. Oh my god, it's so warm. I turn the heat all the way up. Excuse me. You can do the whole creepy field trip. I'll watch from the distance. That would be kind of cool to stream that, like, or to just film it even, going into, like, haunted looking places and doing a Ouija board thing. Don't mess with that. That's how you get demons. You want demons? That's how you get demons. In your blood. They can do some nasty stuff. I've had my fair share of encounters. Really? There was this neighbor I had, and she lived by herself, and one day we looked inside her home, and bloodstains were on every sofa. She was an old woman. That's weird. That's really weird. I had this, she was like a great aunt. Like a great aunt, actually. And she was really old, and she lived in this tiny little red house. And she had, like, a really bad humpback. Like, I'm talking, like, all the way hunched over. You know what I mean? And she died when I was super young. Like, I'd only ever been to her house, like, maybe once or twice when I was little. But I had this really weird dream about her when I was younger, about, like, her eyes turning black and, like, her chasing me. And, like, for some reason, I knew the exact layout of her house. Like, even though when I did go see her, I was probably, like, 2 years old. Like, I remember the exact layout of her house, and I remember the color of the shag carpet, and, like, the linoleum in the kitchen, and, like, the little, like, table and chair set she had when you walked right into the kitchen door, and things like that. And I, like, told my mom about it one time, and I was, like, 8 when I told her about the dream I'd been having, and it scaring me. And she was like, because I was describing running through the house and falling under the shag carpet and things like that, and, like, how in the beginning of the dream I was sitting at the kitchen table or whatever. And my mom was like, how do you remember so much about our house? Like, you were only ever there, like, once or twice. It was really bizarre. True, Selena Dansfield. Maybe she was just an alcoholic. It's getting weird out here. Look at me. Man, I love Meeseeks. That was definitely the best episode. That's the episode I showed my dad to prove to him that it was a really fun TV show. And I mean, he really did laugh, especially when, like, there was the one scene where he's like, I'm Mr. Meeseeks, look at me. And, like, they keep calling him more and more of them. And they're like, I'm Mr. Meeseeks, look at me. And, like, they just do it over and over and over again. And they're all looking at each other. And my dad's just, like, cracking up. It was pretty funny. But he wasn't very impressed. It made me sad. Music. That's the only one you need to see, Nicholas George. Just kidding. They're all really good shows. Like, really, really good episodes. There's not one episode of Rick and Morty that I didn't like. But that one's definitely the best. Man. Why would you do that, Richard? Why would you stop watching at season 3? Wait, was that the last season? I don't remember. What season are we on? What day is it? Are we still alive? Everything feels surreal. Do you guys have any ghost stories from when you were kids? I actually have quite a few. It wasn't as good as one or two. I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I think it's what it is like a show has to continually get better. Even better than its previous seasons in order to impress you, because you've already witnessed the style and the humor type, and they've already shown you episodes that are really good, and it's like it's gonna be disappointing unless it happens to be better. So it's kind of like it probably wasn't actually worse than season 1 and 2. It probably just was like more of the same, and it wasn't entertaining. Is mayonnaise still an instrument? I love Patrick Star, man. Patrick Star is a great character. I have a ghost story about the apartment I lived in when I was first married. Nice ghosts. You had nice ghosts? They take their time making that show, so there's not a lot of seasons, making sure it's good, rather than South Park that makes an episode within a week. Yeah, that's what makes it different. South Park is like the background TV show you turn on when you're doing other shit. Like, you don't really just watch it, you know? And then Rick and Morty, you sit down purposefully to watch an episode. So, you got one, you probably told it before. Let it rip, Jamuscu. South Park is actually very well written for 1 week turnaround. Yeah, I mean, it is. Like, I don't think I've ever watched an episode of South Park that I hated. a few times I had washed the dishes and the next morning the dishes were put away. Yeah, I mean, and you would definitively know if it was the husband because then the world would be ending because husbands never put dishes away from my experience anyway. No person I've ever dated or the guy I was married to, neither of them enjoyed putting dishes away and they wouldn't do it unless I begged them. So, RC cars start driving around my room without a battery in it. That is pretty creepy and weird. That sounds very Mad Max. I once encountered my coworker's doppelganger a couple of years ago. Messed me up for a few days. Had a horrible aura. It was only me and him at the place, and suddenly it was there. That's weird. As a man, I don't even know what a dish is. You would definitely know is the husband put the dishes away because the world would be ending. Right? I just read my own quote and didn't know I was reading my own quote until it got to the end. that's that's how you know you're tired. No, Skelly, you put down the knife. I actually looked behind me in the camera and was like a little bit scared for a second. You did get me a little. Loki's dreaming, you guys. He's over there huffing and kicking his legs. He's so cute. You probably can't hear him, but he's kicking his legs and breathing. He does this thing where he goes self-driving RC sounds like 5G. Oh, good news. I had the Rona and all it did was annoy me. I has antibodies now. Nice, Selena. You got out scot-free. Were you vaccinated before you got COVID? Out of curiosity? It's an experiment I'm doing. Dogs dream of. I know, same stuff, Heimel. And I wonder, more importantly, if they enjoy dreaming. Or if it feels like real life to them. Like if they even know the difference. I'm not saying it, Joseph. Nope, no vax, I can't take it. See, Selena, okay, so that literally confirms, that's another case that confirms that vaccinated people get hit harder. Like, we're supposed to have less symptoms, right? Well, me and my roommate had harsh symptoms. And Cody and Hannah, Tiny and Camelot, have not had a vaccine, and theirs was just like the cold. And so, Selena, you also said yours was just like a cold. And I'm like, how in the heck? I'm not saying it, Richard. Dogs dream of electric sheep. Thought that was Robots, Greg. Queen Zelda. Did you buy Lady Dimitrescu's house, or is that one of her rooms you're staying in? I wish I bought her house. That'd be nice. No, this is actually kind of a closet. So it's like a utility room, and it's like, alright, being totally honest, it's probably like 6 foot by 12 foot maybe. But it looks cute with all its bookshelves and stuff. It's a nice office. The husband wasn't so lucky, but he was comorbidity. What is comorbidity? So your husband was or like wasn't vaccinated? So Dough Girl, are you ever going to finish RE1? I thought I did. Didn't I finish RE1 already? Maybe I didn't. I don't remember. I don't remember now. Things like heart issues, too much weight. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, that does affect it. Dogs are friends, not androids. Loki, are you an android? Loki. He lifts his head up at me like, what? Are you an android? You can come say hey. You can get my lap. Come on, come get up here with me. You can cuddle. Come on. Come on. You can cuddle. Come on. Get up here. Come on. Come on. Come sit up here. Come on. Come on. Oh man. You smacked your little ears. Come on. Get up here. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Get up here. You can get up here. Come on. You can get up here. All the way. All the way, boobs. Oh no. Oh no, you can't do it. No. Him can't. He can't do it. What's this? You sniff it. Smell this. Right here. Sniff. Sniff this. Sniff it. Nose boop. It's the booby. Nope, it's just like Harry Potter and that creepy pasta. Androids are friends too, Greg. Doobie doobie doobie. Loki, Loki, Loki. He's such a good boy. He's such a sweet baby. I love him. He's just so good. He's just so good. Him sleepy. Him sleepy. No. 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 Big baby. He is a lap dog. He is definitely a lap dog. Sleepy boy. Give kisses. Give kisses. Oh, are you okay? You can get up here? You can get up here if you want to. You could do it. I believe in you. You could sit up here if you want. You can cuddle. Come on. Yes, come on. You can fit. You can fit. Come on. You can fit. There you go. Come on. Oh, bless. He's so good. His fur looks soft. It's not. It's wiry, actually. I wish it was soft. You can cuddle? Alright. Lay down, boobs. Him's laying in his bed. I guess he's trying to scratch it first. Well, alright then. Can hear him breathing. More of a cat person than a dog person? That's fair, Chloe. Dogs are kind of annoying sometimes. Cats are really easygoing. Really easy to take care of. Behind the ears. He's not a big fan of, like, rubbing behind his ears. He's just okay about it. Like, he's like, I like that, but it's not like... He really wants butt smacks. Like, he likes to be spanked really hard. That's what he likes. And, like, the harder you spank his butt, the more quivery his legs get, and then he starts sticking his tongue out like a lizard. Like, it's really weird. I've run out of paper to take notes. Oh no, Greg Sneed. Whatever will you do without notes? Note to Greg, get more notes. P.S. Running out of postscript. Hey Pills, did you hear Disney is trying to make walking animatronics? Tell them no. Like, we don't want that. Tell them we would not like that. It would be scary. Right, Ryan? Exactly. We don't want that. No thanks. They can take it back. Selena Dansfield. Oh no, that could go badly. Yeah, you're not kidding. I mean, like, we see what Chuck E. Cheese came to. No one likes Chuck E. Cheese animatronic stuff. I hear of that. I don't know what to say. Say no, Chloe. Tell them no. When someone scratches behind my ears, my legs go crazy. Oh. Sorry, but Japan already has walking androids. Man, I always wanted to visit Japan, but I guess I just won't now. FNAF at Disney? What does that mean? What does FNAF mean? Am I stupid? I might be stupid. Ever see those creepy dog androids? I didn't. And I don't want to. You have to go visit once. Five Nights at Freddy's. Right? Yeah, I forgot about Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, you have to go visit Japan once. Yeah. I've always wanted to. I really like their, like, like their modern culture about, like, just like their daily living kind of thing. It seems like they've really got it, like, a different mindset about how they keep house, like, just all sorts of things. Like, they take care of their stuff better. That was very general. All of that was extremely general. But I'm saying I like their lifestyle stuff that I've seen. Oh, my blanket's not very warm now because I'm used to it. It's like when you get out of the pool and then you go get in the hot tub and you have to go get back in the pool again so you can appreciate the hot tub. If a dog eats your panties in Japan, you could get new ones from a vending machine. Do they have panties in a vending machine? That's bizarre. You know, actually, the weirdest thing I've seen in a vending machine lately has been eyelashes. Like, so Bridge Street is an outdoor mall here in Huntsville. And I was there the other day and they had a vending machine that vended false lashes. And I was like, but why? Like, who needs false lashes that bad? Hello, Caesar2K1. How you doing? How you doing, my friend? Alien Encounter Attraction. Yes. I only went to Disney World once. And I remember there was one where you sat in these chairs and then the alien would break out of the tube in the center of the room and they had like speakers in the chair you were in so it made it sound like the alien was behind you. Good. I'm glad. I am recovering from sickness, but I am on my way to being better. Big in downtown Miami. I mean, I guess, but it's just like, it's not even like a club place. Like, there's no clubs in Bridge Street. Like, it's just like normal shopping area. That scared the poop out of me. It was so awesome. Yeah, I was really young at the time, so it definitely scared me. My mom said I wouldn't stop squeezing her hand, and I hurt her. Like, with my nails. I don't really remember. Best nightmare you ever had as a kid? Ooh. I'll be glad when I stop coughing. If I could just get like a full night's sleep without waking myself up coughing every 2 hours, that'd be pretty nice. I feel like I took it for granted before. Like, you know when you're sick, you realize that there was so many times you weren't sick and you were so comfortable and you could sleep so well, and then you just like didn't even appreciate it. That's how I'm feeling. Theraflu. I did take Theraflu. At peak sickness, I was taking Theraflu and it didn't do a whole lot. Like, I was still coughing and like snotty and stuffed nose and everything. I mean, it felt nice on my throat because it's like a warm liquid, you know. I mean, like, is that really a bad move, Skytex, or is that like a good move? Wait until you get the Cove farts. Cough so hard you fart. Yes, we named it. That's. I'm gonna say something really gross. And Selena, so since you're a girl, you'll know exactly what I mean. I think what's worse than that is when it's that time of the month and you have a cough. That's all I'll say. But it's pretty terrible. I heard about that alien attraction. I watched a YouTube video on it, but never got to experience it myself. Yeah, it was like probably 2000 and... It was probably 2000 when I went. The year 2000. And I was a kid. I was pretty young. I was like 6 or something. Oh, man. Yeah. That's a lot of people, Gemescu. It's because of the Omicron. Omicron is highly contagious. So, I think that's why everyone is getting it now. You felt death the next morning. That was just a hangover. Ew. Ugh. I don't know if I should share that with you guys, but I just threw up in my mouth a little bit and it was really awful. I just burped and like it came up wrong. Ugh. Yep, I hear you. Yep, Selena knows. Oh no, said Greg Sneed. Oh no, said Gemescu. Yeah, everyone is getting it now. Bots. Bots. Oh. I think I might get good sleep tonight, and it makes me very excited that I know that that is in my future. I know my future holds probably a lot more decent sleep than I've had, and that is exciting. Back! Rose is back! Hello, Rose. Welcome back. Welcome back to our chill hangout. That's one way to end the pandemic. That's true. If everyone's gotten it. Front. Front. What do you mean, Greg Sneed? Loki. The booby. Can I have kisses? Give me kisses right here. Why don't you ever give me kisses anymore? You used to give them on command. I used to be like, hey, give me kisses, and you would do it. Do I have anything to entice you with? Let's see. Yeah, now you come up here. Alright, I got some ketchup. Alright, now, give me kisses. Give me kisses. That was a really shitty kiss. Look, do you want this? Give me kisses. You can treat. Give me kisses. Right here. Give me kisses. You got the hiccups. Why you got the hiccups for? He knows I got the Rona. Here. Kisses. You want this? Give me kisses. Right here. Right here. Alright. Are you happy now? Did you get what you wanted? Because I didn't get what I wanted. But you got what you wanted. And that's all that matters, right, Loki? Right, Loki? Him's a brat. Go to the Walgreens or CVS and get melatonin. Well, see, I can't take melatonin because it lasts a long time for me. So I can only take melatonin if I plan to sleep like 12 hours. If I plan to sleep like, 8 hours, it just doesn't work. It doesn't matter like how low of a dose I take. It like just the effects last for a long time. So it is really hard to wake up when I take melatonin. Doggy doesn't want to give you kisses when he knows you are sick. Yeah. He's like, I don't want to get sick. Actually, I heard dogs can get sick from Omicron, and if that's the case, he's already gotten it. So, get a raw clove of garlic and peel it and swallow it whole. I've heard of that because garlic has antimicrobial properties. Does he take up the entire bed at night? Sometimes. He's not on the bed most of the time. He gets up there before I go to sleep. We have a routine. He gets in the bed and he lays in the middle of it on top of my covers. And then I lay down on the bed and I try and yank the covers. And then he comes and attacks me and rubs his head all over me. Like the top of his head. He rubs it all over my chest, all over my pillow, all over my face, And then I get my covers and I cover up nicely. And then he lays down next to me. And then 30 minutes later, he gets up and sleeps on the floor of his own accord. Not because I said so. I made this garlic soup one time when I was in Germany. And literally, it was beef broth and 20 cloves of garlic. And I made it because I was sick. And it made my heart race. It was really weird. I don't know why, but when I ate it, my heart was I had heart palpitations. NyQuil. I haven't tried NyQuil in a long time. Does he understand you? He does, usually. We're pretty in tune. I've had him since he was 5 weeks old, and he's almost 9. So he turns 9 in April, and it's just been me and him, So he understands me pretty well. Coachella lineup came out. May actually go. What is Coachella? I've heard of Coachella, but I've never looked into it. I've heard the word. I just don't know what it is. Is it a concert? Heartburn, wow. I don't know that it was heartburn. It was heart palpitations. It wasn't burning. Yeah, seriously, Richard. It's a festival? What happens at the festival? Is it a music festival or... Oh, it's a concert. Okay. What is the lineup? Isn't Coachella a purse brand? That'd be Coach. Helena, you're coming. I'm so excited. Loki's doing good. He does not have the osteosarcoma, which we talked about on Snapchat. He is limping again. I just need to make him rest. I just have a really hard time making him rest because I feel so bad. Him laying there all day. But he really needs to. So, and now that he's limping again, I really realize how bad it is. And he needs to rest until it's fully healed. So, I'm glad you're coming, Helena. I'm excited. A lot of bands play Coachella. What is the lineup this year, Richard? What's the top, 5? Just so I can get an idea of, genre. Look it up. Fine. Coachella. All right. I'm clicking on the link now. Harry Styles, okay. Billie Eilish, all right. Yeah, so day one, Harry Styles was about all I would care about. Day two, I do like Billie Eilish. I like Flume. I do like Disclosure. Day three, I know a lot of these people. I'm not like huge fans of them. What's like your main draw, Richard? Like what would you most want to see? I'm curious about like what you would be excited to see at Coachella. Get a mag. Yeah, there was some I was just like, all right, I can't read that. But I mean, I probably didn't know them anyway. They're obscure. Not hearing any bands I like, said Skytex. Skytex, you like traditional country music? No, to be honest, I think the lineup is lame. Yeah, no, I agree. I mostly agree. Especially for like concert music. Like there's not really any of those people that I think that like would have a stage presence. A Maneskin. What the heck? That's funny. Skytex. I grew up listening to a lot of that stuff on my dad's when I was with my dad. I'm not like a huge fan, but like a lot of the music is nostalgic, so I'll listen to it, you know. Rock metal guy, same Joseph V. I like pop punk a lot. Like, you know, old school Blink-182, of course, and then stuff like that. I like new age pop punk a lot. Like I like there's a band called Water Parks. I like I think my all-time new favorite band is Movements. Movements is really good. NOFX. Okay. I'll pull them up on Spotify like right now so I don't forget because I'll forget otherwise. All right. And I'm gonna heart one of their top songs so I remember to go back and listen to it. They're old school pop punk. That's what I like, is like old school pop punk. I like the era of music, like, like when skateboarding didn't really know what it was doing. And like it came out with like ska and like other random shit. And then eventually it morphed into pop punk. That very early era pop punk, right when it moved out of ska being popular skateboarding music, is what I like. Do you love me some Korn? I do like Korn. Yeah. I mean, like, who doesn't? They're just very weird, bizarre for their time. They were, like, super different. They had a mood for sure. The Vandals? Yeah, I know the Vandals. Mal likes Korn too. So there's this weird thing, like when you're streaming, like every once in a while I'm streaming, I remember that I'm just in a room by myself, like essentially contextually, I'm just talking to myself. I'm not, because I'm talking to you guys, but like you kind of realize that you're just like yelling at yourself in a room, and it's kind of like just really bizarre. It's like when something happens in a movie that takes you out of the movie, like it's unimmersive or like de-immersive. Like every now and then I get that feeling and I look around and I'm like, this is kind of weird. Like, is this real life? Like, want to see Tool? Oh yeah, Tool is like an experience. It doesn't matter if you like Tool. It doesn't matter if that's like your go-to band. Like, their performances are just so over the top and interesting and kind of like an in the moment kind of thing. Actuality, we're figments of your imagination and you're actually insane. I do like, so that kind of does cross my mind, Richard. I'm like, what if, I'm actually schizophrenic and I don't realize that all of this is fake? That would be really weird. We appreciate you though. Thanks, Chemescu. From an outside perspective, yes, you are talking to yourself. I guess that's true. Like, from you guys watching me and listening to me talk, you're not hearing each other talk either, obviously. Like, it kind of is like I'm just talking to myself. That's so weird, like, to think about. That you guys are just watching me talk to myself. Like, you guys are just watching me and I'm, like, alone in a closet. Because that's basically what this room is a closet. And it's dark. And I have candles lit and there's a skeleton back there and I'm just yelling. Like, what is life? Saw Motorhead. Nice, Rose. Ask yourself, do I exist? I mean, that's a really good question as well. Do any of us really exist? Like, and then another question is existence dependent on, like, meaning? Our lives have, honestly, because I'm a nihilist, our lives have no meaning. So is existence even a trivial matter? Like, it seems like it's probably a trivial matter if there's no real purpose to our being. Existence doesn't matter. Getting you a straitjacket for Christmas? That's too far away. You gotta get me a straitjacket for Valentine's Day. Don't ever leave us. No. We were all Sims. We're all a bunch of NPCs in your life. Oh my god. That's like, okay, so I know a bunch of people that genuinely seem like they think that people in their lives are NPCs. And you know what's funny though? I think all of us go about our life just living our lives and not like realizing that that's exactly how we treat people in general. Like, you don't, when you look at a person, like if you walk by a person in a store, your first thought is not, oh, they have an entire life of their own. They're just as much in control of this situation as I am. They're doing a thing, they have a purpose, they're going home after they are here at Walmart and they're cooking dinner for their family. Like, you don't think all of that. You're just like, oh, that's a person and they're in my way of the thing I need to grab in this aisle, you know? Like, it's weird. Like, I think we in some ways we do dehumanize the faceless person, so to speak. The person we don't know, that we pass by, that we don't pay attention to. Does anything matter? I think, therefore I am. You have a skeleton in your closet? I guess I do. I literally do, Stoffheimel. Truman Show syndrome. No, it's get the hell out of my way. Exactly, Rose. Yeah. No, like, I wish I was more ballsy of a person. But what I do is I do the typical tactic of looking at something down the aisle and trying to be like, all right, I need to look at this really intently. I promise I'm not waiting for you to move out of my way. Jamescu. Jamescu with a 420 for me. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Thank you again to Karis. Top Bony Boy. Top Bony Boy of the week. Bone Daddy. Letting you know I'm real. Jamescu is real. He is, in fact, not an NPC either. We are all just part of a show. You just gotta realize it. What if we were? Like, our entire purpose, our entire life, like, everyone's entire life was to amuse God. And because God is so complex and so all-knowing and omniscient, he needed to make so many of us on this, like, complex, diverse planet just to be entertained with his never-ending existence. What if that is our entire purpose? And we are just one of many worlds, because obviously there's other planets that are inhabitable, or there's other planets that aren't inhabitable by humans but are inhabitable by something else, or every grain of sand in the desert is another small biome. I don't know. What if, like, our entire purpose is just to placate and entertain a higher power? That would be some shit. We're all part of the Matrix. God is a cunt. Then if this is how he's treating certain people, or every rose has a thorn, yeah. We were born to die. We're all blue pills. Ballard created us all. Ballard, why did you create us just for your own entertainment? Why would you do that? I never asked to be born. We kill millions of dust mites a day just scratching our ass. And yeah, every dust mite is a living, breathing planet with organisms. They feared the day that the stray scratch would end their existence. Man, my part of the show is pretty boring. Stop, Heimel. I agree. Yeah, no. I think any entity would be quite boring or bored watching my life. I don't do a lot, to be honest. Battling the machines. Jamuscu. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Alright, guys. I've had a fun, like, chill, chatty stream. Maybe next stream I'll finish the dreaded game. Or we could play RE2. I'm just saying, wouldn't you guys rather watch me play RE2 Remake than to, like, play that stupid game? I'm just saying. I feel like you would. I feel like we should do that. But I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna get a good night's sleep tonight. I'm gonna maybe take a melatonin even though I'll be groggy. But more importantly, I'm not gonna be alive for at least 7 hours, and that is what's most important. Thank you, Ryan. Quiet Man is better? Richard, you just want me to die. You just want me to murder myself. You must finish the game? What is with you guys? I mean, I guess I will. God. Good night, girl. Sleep well, girl. Sleep well, take care. Thank you, Joseph the Fifth. Quiet Man. God damn it, Skytex. Or you could play Mario Kart for community night. Ooh! I do like that idea, Rose. I do want to play Mario Kart. I'm bad at it, but I want to play it. There's also the Freddy Fish option. What is Freddy Fish? I vote Mario Kart on Switch. Great idea, Rose. I don't have a Switch, so we'll have to figure that out. Thank you, Selena. Don't die or murder yourself. Thank you, Greg Sneed. This is the way. God dang, Skytex. That sounds like murder. It sounds like pain. It's a game Tiny plays. No Switch than RE2. We'll figure it out. We'll decide. We got some time. We'll discuss it in the Reddit. I'll ask Cody and Hannah. Maybe I can borrow their Switch or something. I think so. Cody has an extra Switch. Well, Hannah has a Switch and then Cody has a Switch. And the Switch that Cody has is actually his friend's. But I think I can borrow it, so we'll see. Oh, I have a Switch Lite, but I don't think I can do anything with the Switch Lite, can I? Like for streaming purposes. I don't think I can. But anyway, we'll figure that out later. We'll get on the Reddit. I keep saying Reddit. I mean Discord, obviously. I just want to play Animal Crossing with everyone too. So I got really hardcore into Animal Crossing for like 2 weeks, and then I haven't played it since, and it's been like 3 months. But at the time, it was really fun, and I really enjoyed it, so I just need to get back into it again. See you all for Quiet Man Night, Richard. Estrella, I'm leaving. You made it just in time to say hello. Cody won't even notice if you steal his. Probably not, Skytax. He never uses it. Yeah, I heard that, Rose. I'm so sorry. Alright, guys. I'm off to bed. Good night. Have a nice night. I hope you all have excellent sleep. I will see you guys next time. We'll figure out what we're doing, and we will have fun for sure. Good night, good night. Thank you again to Karis and Jamescu. I appreciate you guys. Bye-bye.